Good morning. I'm Janie Parrish with the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce, and you are zooming into business. Actually, you're zooming right around the corner from us to my friend Ben Schrock from Schrock Financial Group. So good morning, Ben.
Morning, Janie. Glad to be on here with you.
Oh, I always love seeing you. It always gives me a giggle, Ben. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so anyways, before we get started to learn about Schrock Financial Group, I have to ask, why is it a group?
Well, it's funny because when I first started, it was just me. So I don't know. It was myself, my cell phone, and my car. So maybe that was my own little group. But it's a group now because we actually have a staff. There's 6 of us here total, including myself. So we are officially a group now.
Okay, good. Well, tell us about Schrock Financial Group.
Yeah, we're a fee-based independent financial advising firm. We do a variety of different financial planning services, and really, I built a business almost 9 years ago now. Gosh, it's crazy coming in on our 10th year, but built a business really on the foundation of helping people to and through retirement. So helping people get to that retirement and then building out from there. So the retirement planning aspect, and from there we've kind of grown and transitioned and like kind of provided more robust financial planning services to a variety of different clientele.
Wow. Hey, tell me, who are the 6 people and what do they do in your group?
So I'll kind of just go down the hall in our office, start with my wife, of course. I always got to name her first. So Caitlin is my wife, and she is our director of operations. So Caitlin's in charge of all our marketing, all our events that we throw a lot of client events throughout the course of the year, client parties and things like that. She basically runs the show here and at home. So she's in charge for both. And then Dan Oakleaf is our newest advisor. He's been with us for about a year now. He's a financial advisor. Colleen LeMasters has probably been with me the longest. She's also a financial advisor here. And then Keith Lockwood is our chief investment officer and portfolio manager. And then lastly, Linda Sintic is our office administrator. So she kind of handles all the phone calls and paperwork and processing for clients.
In your beautiful new office.
Yes, right down the road, right around the corner. We love it here. We'll be officially a year here, I think, in about a month. So we're absolutely loving the space.
Holy smokes. So what is unique about Schrock?
Yeah, I would say kind of the scope of from where we started to where we are today. I built a business with no clients, starting in the basement of the old First Merit Bank building. Now it's the MC Real Estate building, and kind of grew from there. So starting with the focus of retirement planning, and now each one of our advisors kind of offers our own little niche and own little strengths. So we consult with one another all the time with planning for clients in different cases. I really specialize still in the retirement planning aspect of, from Social Security, tax planning, things like that. Colleen can do that as well, but she also has an accreditation to help people with student loans, which is a big need. Dan Oakleaf does a lot of public sector work, so clients that spend their time in the public sector. So every one of us have our own little niches and strengths, and we always work together when we plan for people to help them ultimately and get to the end result, which is that retirement.
And Ben, why do you love what you do?
Yeah, I love, I just love coming to work every day. It's nice to come in here in this beautiful office, but it's also nice to really help people in our community. It's when you see the impact that you can make in being such an important person in someone's life, it really is impactful and really it's better than any paycheck we can ever receive to see the impact that you can help someone get to that retirement point in their life. And I have clients all the time that tell us that they couldn't have done it without us. And we shrug it off and say, yeah, you still could have, because you're good savers or you've done the hard work, but we're just there to help people. So I just love helping people do anything we can to help any individual in our community.
Very nice. Now, how can people find you, Ben?
Yeah, like as you mentioned, we're right downtown Wadsworth. We're on the corner of Wautroosa and College. Our address is 131 College. You can go to our website, www.baschrock-fg.com. or just stop on by. I can't tell you how many people just literally walk by, look in our windows, and come on in. So I always wave people in whenever they're walking by so they can see the office. So we're proud to show it off.
Well, it's beautiful, and you always have coffee waiting.
We do, we do.
Yep, that's important. And the last thing that I wanted to ask you, Ben, is don't tell me yet. I always wondered, what is the A in BA Schrock? So I'm thinking it might be Alan.
Good guess. It's actually Arthur. It's my my middle name's after my grandfather, which is his name was Art or Arthur. So yep, Arthur. It's not a common middle name. So a lot of people guess Alan. That's probably the most common one.
Okay, but you know what? Even better when you're named after someone.
Yep, that's right.
Someone special. So, and you come from a well-entrenched family in the Wadsworth community, and we're so happy that you came back.
Thank you. Yeah, we're not a better place in the world to start a business. We love being here. We plan on being here for the long run. So you can't get rid of us. We'll always be here for you, Janie.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Well, thank you, Ben. You've just been a great addition. Your entire staff has been a great addition to the Wadsworth community. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for everything that you do. You're awesome.
You can say that again. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Ben, and enjoy this glorious weather today.
You too, Janie.
Okay. Good morning. I'm Janie Parrish with the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce, and you are zooming into business to Engage Virtual Range, which is one of kind of our neighboring one of our members. And so we're very happy to have them here. And it's Chad Wilson, who's the owner of Engage Virtual Range. And we're going to learn all about Engage Virtual Range. So good morning, Chad.
Good morning, Janie. How are you?
I am good. Okay, so tell us about Engage Virtual Range. I've been there a couple times. Love it, love it, love it.
Awesome. Yeah, so today I'm in our Beach Road location, which is just north of Route 18. So we're just minutes north of Wadsworth. So definitely servicing the greater Wadsworth and Medina County population. If you're not familiar with and I know you are, but for those who aren't, a virtual shooting range is, we are a training and recreational offering here in Medina County, and we now have a second location in Avon Lake. So certainly a drive for those in Wadsworth, but if anybody's out on the west side of Cleveland, we now have a location there as well. But we're a virtual shooting range, and for those who are unfamiliar with what that is, if you've been to a golf simulator, we're much like that, but we use firearms for training and recreational purposes. So in a simulated environment, which is what you're seeing behind me, is what the screen looks like. Again, if you can see it, it's a lot like what a golf simulator would look like. And then we use simulated firearms, which this is one of those. This is called a CERT pistol, but we train a variety of different people using simulated weaponry. So the most obvious is law enforcement. And what they come in and do very important training, it's called situational training, where they're put in high stress situations in a simulated environment where they obviously know that they can make their mistakes, but have the opportunity to train and practice in an environment that is going to put them through the paces. And they'll come in and they'll do active shooter, traffic stop scenarios. Today, a lot of it is more about de-escalation than it is just drawing and shooting. As everyone's aware, that has become much more important training than even just the marksmanship side of what they do.
Go ahead and tell us about a little recreation, like if you just want to come and feel comfortable with a gun.
Yeah, so lots of people come in that have never shot before, and we've sort of specialized in that because we can give new people, whether they've shot once or never, an opportunity to get familiar with firearms before they go and actually shoot in live fire at a range. For many people, live fire is intimidating. It's loud. There's safety concerns, and so what we offer is an environment where you can come and learn all about firearms, the safety side of things, and some people never go to live fire, and some people use this as a stepping stone to go to live fire. So that's kind of
to get their CCW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And And we don't, and that question comes up periodically, is can I come to you to get your CCW? And we don't, while we don't do that training, we introduce a lot of people to firearms and prepare them to get their CCW. But then once you have it, we do similar situational training like we do with law enforcement. So you can do home defense or vehicle defense. So taking the training that you learn in the CCW process and then putting you in the simulator as well, and putting you in front of scenarios that are challenging. You know, you'll be at home and you'll hear something downstairs and you'll need to go investigate, and it's serious training that is necessary if you do, you know, intend to either carry or have a firearm in your home for home protection.
And before I asked you the next question, Chad, I wanted, before we started talking, you had said you were going to offer a special for our Wadsworth Chamber members.
I meant to mention that. So if you watch till the end, thank you, Janny. I knew I'd forget that. I'll forget at the end too. So hopefully we there'll be a special code for $20 off your first visit. So you got to make it to the end, but I got a special code for everyone.
Okay, so in comparison to other virtual shooting range, what's unique about Engage?
So we're unique in a lot of ways, and it's hard to even compare us to other virtual shooting ranges because they don't exist. There's a few dozen in the United States, and so our model is a fairly new one. There's just not much of a comparison. But when it comes to live fire, which would be the nearest comparison for us, we're very different. While we're teaching many of the same skills, if not all of them, we don't have any of the safety concerns. We touched a little bit on the loud bang, the need to wear eye protection and ear protection. None of that's necessary. We are able to do dynamic targets. So if you're familiar with live fire, it's a lot of shooting just downrange at a paper target that doesn't move and really isn't very dynamic. So when it comes to training, we're able to do holster draws and other things like that. One of the things that we do, and not exactly answering your question, but a lot of people come here for fun. And it's not all about training in our facility. We have lots of competitive shoots. If anybody's familiar with steel challenges or IDPA competitions, they're a ton of fun in a simulated environment, and you don't have to have any shooting experience. You don't even have to really come for the training side of things. You can come, we'll help you out and teach you a few quick things, and you can have a heck of a time with your friends and family as well. So while we don't have, back to your original question, there's not a great comparison because there's not really a model for what we're doing. But when it comes to live fire, we offer a much safer, there's no ammo cost. So if anybody's tracking the cost of ammo, it's ridiculously expensive right now. So we can, like I said, offer an environment that's safe, ammo free, and a great way for all shooter skill levels.
Very nice, because I know I've talked to other people who've had dates at Engage Virtual Range. In fact, my uncle Digger Thompson and I had a date at Engage Virtual Range, so we enjoyed that. So tell me, why do you love what you do, Chad?
So we're passionate about introducing people to firearms in a responsible way. It's a polarizing issue in our society today, and we really feel that if we can introduce people, we can reduce the maybe misconceptions about firearms. We're all about the safety side of things, even though that you really can't get hurt in our environment. We follow a lot of the same safety protocols that you would in a live fire range, and that's particularly useful, good for youth, but any new shooter, so that you pick up good habits here. So we're passionate about sharing that with people and introducing them to either a sport or a self-defense mechanism, and really the educational side of things is where our passion lies, and we love showing people a good time too. So the combination of all those things really have proven to make a great business model for us. Now,
how can people find you, Chad?
Yep. So online's the best way, www.engagevirtualrange.com. As I mentioned, we have a location on just north of Route 18 on Beach Road in Medina, as well as off of Route 83 in Avon Lake, if anybody's familiar with that. We do require reservations. So when you make a reservation, you'll get an instructor with you. So we schedule those a day in advance. So we do ask our customers to make a reservation at least a day in advance. But that's easy to do online through the website. And it's super easy. So yeah, tons of information, some videos. If anybody wants to see more about what we do or what to expect when they come, yeah, videos on our website, FAQs, tons of useful information that folks can pull up.
Okay, so two things before we go. Okay, show them turn around there and change that station, that
You want me
picture.
to?
Yep, show them just how that works.
So I'm
Very-
actually shooting, yeah, with a simulated firearm right now, but this is going to launch what's called a steel challenge. This is a fun competitive shoot. I won't go into it, but everything is controllable, obviously, with our, like I said, the simulated firearms. I didn't get one out for today, but there's simulated recoil too for those folks who want to train with that sensation as well with the recoil.
Very nice. And give us that code.
Okay,
for
yeah, code is
$20 off.
$20 off any reservation. WADS, WADS 20 for $20 off. Just when you go through the checkout
Okay.
process online, yep, enter that code and I'll take $20 off any reservation. Any first responders, military, retired or active, get 15% off as well. So that's every day, all day, always get 15% off.
Nice. Well, Chad Wilson thinks this is a very important service that you're providing, not only for law enforcement, for your own safety, and for an entertaining as well. So it kind of covers the whole gamut.
It does.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So
Jenny.
thank you, Chad, and we'll see you at Engage Virtual Range.
Sounds good.
Good morning. I'm Janie Parrish with the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce, and today you are zooming in with the famous Kathy Breitenbutcher, an economic developer with Medina County Economic Development Corporation. So good morning, Kathy.
Good morning, Janie. I'm only famous because I know you.
I love it. Okay, so let's start out. Tell us about Medina County Economic Development Corporation.
So yeah, we needed one more word, right?
Right.
So our responsibility is to attract, retain, and expand business in Medina County. So that's a pretty big task. And really, we spend about 20% of our time on the attraction piece and 80% on the retain and expand. So it's a great opportunity to get to know our companies and to help them figure out what they need to do to grow and to solve their business challenges.
I love that. Yep, I love that. Kathy and I work very closely together, and as well as being on the chamber board. So we appreciate that too, Kathy. Okay, so what's unique about Medina County Economic Development Corporation?
So here at MCEDC, we can make it a little shorter.
Okay,
You know, there are a lot of things that make us unique, and we work with our economic development partners across the region. And every time we talk to them about what we do, we always hear, wow, you guys are really unique. One of the things we do is work very closely with our chamber partners because we all have different missions, but it's really important that we all work together and that we fulfill those missions. So we're very supportive of all three of our chambers and love partnering with you on everything we can possibly partner on. And then, you know, we also take very seriously business challenges. So when a company says, here's my problem, it becomes my problem too. And then I have to figure out how to solve it. So that's everything from, you know, we had a company recently have an inquiry about they needed some help with some stuff in Wadsworth. And so I was able to partner with you to fix that problem. The other one that we talk about 80% of our time now is workforce. So we've really taken this to heart, and we've been working on workforce now for, gosh, it's actually been 9 years because we've seen this problem in Medina County for a long time, but obviously it's really hit a peak as we are right now. So if you don't mind, I'll share a little bit about our workforce programs because I know that everybody who watches these is looking to hire, and it's very challenging right now. So we'd love to be able to share how they can help themselves. You can definitely check out our website at medinacounty.org and take a look at the workforce tab, and that shares all kinds of partners and programs and information. We also launched Work Local, and that's been going for 4 years now. And what we do is actively go out and find job postings for Medina County companies, and that's only Medina County companies on that site. And then when we work with job counselors, we work with our schools, we work with anybody who's working with candidates, we send them to Work Local. So if a company looks at that site and they don't see their postings, they can send it to us and we'll make sure that it gets up there as well. And that actually has been doing a good job. We did a postcard campaign this year, and as a little bitty nonprofit, we spent 4% or 10% of our budget to actually do a postcard campaign that we mailed all over the county to try and help people who need a job understand that they can find it right here in their backyard. They don't have to drive out of county. They can be very local. And that's worklocal.net. So we were excited to push those people to that website and be able to get them there. We had about 600 people actually go from that postcard campaign. So that felt good, you know, because 600 people, we get them all to work. That'd be great. And right now we have launched a new social media campaign. I don't even remember the numbers. It's like 36,000 people have seen our ad so far, and we just launched on Monday. So that's really exciting to me, like, you know, to think people are paying attention. And so we're trying to drive people to that website as well to be able to find new jobs and be able to come work here. And we're doing that all over Northeast Ohio. So definitely working hard to get as much workforce going as possible.
Right, because I got to tell you, Kathy, every business that I talk with says we need workers.
Yep.
And so that's awesome that you've been able to do that. Now, Kathy, tell us why you love what you do.
My job is so much fun. I get to work with people like you. I get to work with our business community, which, I mean, we are seriously spoiled in Medina County. Our companies tend to be smaller. They tend to be closely held or family owned. So they really know their employees and they really care about what they do. And they're just fun. So, you know, we get to solve problems, we get to make a difference, and we get to have a really good time doing it. So I love every minute of being an economic developer. I can't imagine doing anything else.
Very cool. Now, Kathy, how can people find you?
MedinaCounty.org is our website. So that's always available. My email address is kathyb@medinacounty.org. It's Kathy with a K. So that's always a way to get a hold of me. And, you know, we also run worklocal.net. So you can check out that website, and everybodyworksmedinacounty.org, which is another long one, but that site is really to help pair people with job counselors and trying to reach out to different populations. So companies can check that one out too.
Kathy, we can't even begin to thank you for all that you and economic development are doing to help our businesses, because boy, workers are scarce, and we just appreciate all that you're doing.
We'll keep going until we solve it.
Okay, I like to hear that. Thank you, Kathy. And that's why she goes by Kathy B, because Brighton Butcher is a very long name.
Nobody
Yeah.
should spell it. No.
Okay, thank you, Kathy.
Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.